Wow, wow, we're live, we're live, we're live. Yo, come in. I want to see you all come in. We're live, so I'm waiting for you lot to come in because we need a little discussion here today. We're having a little discussion here today anyway. So, before I begin, share this video. We're going to have a little talk today. You know, I haven't spoken to you guys in a little while, so we're going to have a little catch up today. Very important day today, so come in. You can see the topic, so you know what we're talking about. Very important topic, which for a long time I've been wanting to speak about this. I just haven't done so, or I haven't, but I think it's about time we talk about certain things concerning black man's health. Now, please share the video, please share it on your pages, because we're going to have a nice little discussion here this evening. All you young guys, if you're tuning in, of any ethnic origin, please come in. Most of the time we're talking about music and we're talking about loads of different things, but we play music which promotes a certain lifestyle, which talks about certain lifestyles, and we're going to talk about it this evening. I thought it was time to talk about this. Share up. We're going to have a little discussion. We're going to have a little discussion here today. So, today, if you on my Facebook or if you're on my Instagram, you saw that we've lost a great man, Mr. I Spy, sound system veteran from that time, way back in my father's era, has passed away, you know. Very sad, a very sad thing. In my lifetime, please share up the video, because when we start going into it, we're going to go into it. So hopefully you're comfortable, you're sitting down, you got your drink and all of that. I'm not going to really watch the comments too toughly, I've got to say. This is more of a kind of like a outspoken thing. You know how I like to do my things, I need to just get certain things off the chest. So we've lost this great man, I Spy. We've lost so many men, black men, to cancer. May it be prostrate, may it be lung disease, may it be liver cancer, stomach cancer. For the past few years, I personally have been surrounded by cancer, friends and family, and people who have passed away. I feel there's a very big issue when it comes to black men, definitely when it comes to these health issues. There's a stigma about going to the doctor, stigma about going to the dentist, stigma about things are not feeling right, may it be mental health, may it be physical health. Do you understand? And coming from Jamaican heritage and Jamaican parentage, it's always seemed that the men will always be okay. Men always have this thing, me alright, me good. Everything cool, everything curry and gravy, everything nice, everything sweet, man. Everything will look after itself, you know, say a few prayers and then everything will be good. Now, in my lifetime, when it comes to cancer, my first example musically would be Bob Marley. That is my first example of how not to deal with cancer and how not to deal with illness. Young black men need examples of older black men taking care of themselves. Young black men like me, young ethnic origins, need more examples of elders taking care of themselves. Whether it be lifestyle, whether it be checkups, whether it be how they eat. We need better examples of this. Now, people might be very surprised, why am I speaking about this? But I'm speaking about this as I play music which promotes a certain lifestyle, a certain liberty, a certain attitude to life. So if I wasn't speaking on these things, it would make no sense. This music is not just about entertainment. It's a guide, it's a platform, it's a navigation to how we live our lives. Do you understand? So when I'm speaking these things, it's very true. It goes through it's not just about music. It goes a lot further than that. We have lost Michael Prophet to cancer. We have lost Junior Delgado, cancer. We have lost Augustus Pablo, cancer. We have lost John Holt, cancer. We have lost Gregory Isaacs, cancer. There's so many artists in this industry which have passed on due to health conditions. As an artist, I see artists, you know, you're on the road all of the time, you're not taking care of yourself. You understand, you're eating, you know, takeaway foods, you're not sleeping right, sleep is very important. Your dietary, you're not taking in enough fluids, do you understand? All of these things are factors to having a good health. Do you understand? Like, it's very important. But also the attitude of understanding if something is wrong, speak about it or go to your doctor and get checked up. Just an irregularity in your heartbeat can mean something's wrong. Just lack of sleep can mean that something's wrong. We as youngers, we're more susceptible to go to the doctors. There's no stigma around us going to the doctors and so forth. But for some reason, the elders impose this idea of, you know, not going or not taking care or checking up these things. A lot of illnesses, if intervention is taking place at the early stages, not saying it can be solved or cured, but something can be done about it, so maybe you live longer. Do you understand? And unfortunately, a lot of ethnic origins do not partake in this idea. It's very sad. And it's very sad as a community, we're not promoting these things. You know, a sound system that I run, and sound systems are meant to be vehicles of the message of the people. Deliver message, deliver guidance, deliver tools, deliver news to help, to bring associations, to bring communities together. This is why it's very important to talk on these things. And I feel a lot of people in the industry are not talking about what is taking place. Maybe it's to dodge certain things or to dodge a pocket or whatever, or they feel it's not relevant for them to speak on. It's relevant to speak on. It's very relevant. Because I care a lot about my younger people and a lot about my younger black people and my younger people from ethnic origins who are not promoted to take care of themselves. Now, this stigma really needs to get rid of, because there's been too many examples, and I always say, there's been too many examples of us not taking care of ourselves to not take care of ourselves. How many more will have to die? How many more will have to suffer? Bob Marley already said, and like I said, in my lifetime, Bob is the first example when it comes to taking care of yourself of what not to do. Do not turn a blind eye to illness. Do not think that everything's suddenly going to be okay. Go and get checked up. If this is a video of anything, it's a video to encourage young men to take care of themselves better. Yes, we haven't had the examples, and I'm telling you, a lot of you elders are so stubborn and actually give us a bad example as young men when it comes to taking care of ourselves. It's ridiculous. I'm not frightened to talk these things because I feel it's my duty to talk these things. Otherwise, I couldn't be an example. I couldn't be here and not talking the truth. I have to talk the truth because that is my prerogative, the truth. We have to take better care of ourselves, my men. We have to. We're a dying breed. Do you understand? Otherwise, the time's going to come and I don't know what's going to happen. Do you get what I'm saying? All because of pride. And it's the elders that taught us, pride before a fall. Pride comes before a fall. And here we are again. Another artist or sound system entertainer, whatever you want to call it, is passed due to these things and these factors. It seems to me that we turn a blind eye when we feel that we are okay. Black men, we are susceptible to sickle cell. We are susceptible to diabetes, high blood pressure, glaucoma, prostate cancer. These things we are prone to. Just because we are not suffering from it now, maybe yourself or myself may not be suffering from something now, does not mean that these illnesses can't be awoken by our lifestyles. They always say cancer lies dormant in the body until it's woken. We have to make sure that we are living a certain lifestyle to not wake up these things. And this is why I respect a lot of artists which do play this music and live by the music that they're playing, and live by that liberty and that life which is portrayed in the music that they play. Because there's many people out there that don't. And I'm just talking about taking care of yourself. Do you understand? Taking care, feeling enriched. Dietary habits. You know, I've noticed a lot of men have, you know, we have this pride thing. It's, you know, it's weak, you know, to sort out ourselves. It's weak to go to the doctors. It's weak to do this. It's weak to do that. And then we're all dying. How does that make any sense at all? What sense does that make? So when it comes to our younger black men who have mental health issues, who may be involved in violence, gang crime or whatever, and they're now afraid to seek help because they seem weak to seek help. They are deemed weak for trying to sort out their issues or talking to somebody. We do need to get this right. And we have to live by the example. We have to be the example. We have to be the example. It's so sad that many of our artists are passing away due to these things. Cancer is not a nice thing. It's not a nice thing. But personally, I know that intervention only came in at the last minute concerning a lot of these people. It wasn't a thing of which the men took heed of. That was a possibility that these things could happen to them. A lot of we intake a lot of sugar and not actually acknowledge that our grandmas had diabetes, our grandparents had diabetes, our parents have diabetes. Why are we intaking so much sugar? I don't eat sweets. I avoid sweets. You understand? Be the example. When it comes to doctors, I'm in the doctors. If I'm scared of a needle, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what has to be done has to be done. Would you rather be dead or alive? And these are the kinds of attitudes we have to instill in the young men. And elders, I have to, you know, people say, I always scream at the elders, you know. But I scream at the elders before they are the example for the young people. They are examples for my generation. This is why I always scream at them and think, what are you teaching us? How are you teaching us these things? To be good men, we have to take care of ourselves. To be good men, we must not shy from pain. We must not have so much pride in ourselves that we will let ourselves deteriorate beyond repair. These things can't happen. But it's an attitude and a mindset, which I know, coming from the black community, is very strong in the black community. I'm not saying it doesn't run through any other ethnic origin community, but I am coming from the black community, and I've been amongst elders who talk and reason. And it's like, well, I mean, everything is all right. Everything is all right. Everything is supposed to be all right. It will be all right. And next thing you know, say the man them is dead. Do you understand? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Please, men, if you're out there, you're out there, you're listening, take some time on yourself. When last did you voluntarily go to the doctor for a checkup? Make sure that your blood is correct. You have your white blood cells are good. Your heart, your breathing is good. When last did you go to the gym and do a run to make sure everything is okay? When last did you actually look at what you are eating and what you're intaking? When last did you do that? You know, life is very short and the road is very hard for men. It is very hard, and people kind of don't really acknowledge the man side too much, and we need to. There's the rise in mental health amongst men is ridiculous. Okay? Prostate cancer, ridiculous. A lot of men avoid going to the doctors because they think, oh, I might have to lose a testicle. You understand? And that is less manly for them, so they won't go and deal with the treatment. I don't understand this mentality. Maybe it's because I've grown up in the UK, where I don't know, but I know that I was taught to follow, see the signs, learn from example, be an example. So I don't know where this mentality comes from. There's a lot of issues taking place in the industry that not a lot of people are talking about. There's a lot of issues taking place in society which not a lot of people are talking about. I talk truth, and I'm here to just talk what I have experienced and to share it with you, and to share it. I don't want to see more young people suffering. I don't want to see more elders suffering from dietary habits or not taking care of themselves. I don't want to see that, so I will talk it and I will tell it. Please, men, take care of yourself. Take better care of yourself. Please go to the doctors if you don't feel right. Please talk to somebody if you need somebody to talk to. If you are going through something in your head or a life experience, please talk to somebody. Mental health is on the rise concerning men. Okay? There's a lot which young people are going through. Even young, like teenagers are going through, which they don't talk about because they don't feel comfortable. They feel weak. They feel less of a man seeking help. These things have to stop. They have to stop. Elders, please give a better example to the youngers, us youngers. Please give a better example to us youngers. They always say there will be a generation of vipers. They always say there will be a generation of vipers. So we have to look at what we're doing. Are we just generating more vipers? Or are we teaching something to avoid these more vipers? I wanted to talk to this. I want to talk about this today, as it was just so very important. So many people are passing away from cancer. This is not something which happened yesterday. This is a panic. This is an epidemic. Friends and family, artists and relatives, men, Jamaican men. Please stop the foolishness. Please stop the foolishness and be an example to your kids. Please take better care. Please encourage your children to take better care. Regular visits to the doctors. Please. If something's not right, it's not right. Get it looked at from the beginning. Don't leave it. And if a doctor suggests something or a way of dealing with it, deal with it. A life, your life, or your testicle, which one would you rather lose? Which one would you rather lose? I don't know why in ethnic communities we have this Maybe it's a testosterone manly thing, or this kind of, I don't know where this mentality comes from. But all I know, it needs to get rid of before too many men are losing their lives for foolishness. And too many men are losing their lives for things that could be avoided, or losing their lives so quickly for things that could be avoided, or could have got extra time. Or we play a certain music, like I said, which promotes a certain lifestyle, a certain liberty. We also have to live that liberty. We cannot promote something and not live by it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's many sound people that I know out there with health conditions. You know, diabetes, very big. Guys have to, you know, insulin injections and all of these things. We have to talk about these things, for they exist. We have to talk about these things, for they exist. Just because we're musicians doesn't mean we cannot talk about health issues and things that affect us. We're playing music about lifestyle. Health is lifestyle. Health encompasses lifestyle. Lifestyle encompasses health. I personally don't want to see more and more artists pass away needlessly. I want to say rest in peace to every artist which has passed away due to cancer. Every family member of anybody out there, special condolences. But please, please, don't let these people's lives go in vain. Use the example. See the example. Try to live better yourself. How many people have to die around us to show us that we have to live a little better? How many? 10? 20? How close to home must it get before it affects you or it affects me? How many? Ask yourself these questions. Men, it's just my message, take care of yourself, please. Please. Whether it's mental health, physical health, if you're not feeling right, go see a doctor. Please seek help. There's many services out there to assist you in whatever you may need. Do you understand? Please. I know that there's NHS cutbacks and all of these things, and you know, there's a lot of services still out there. And there's many people which will listen to your concerns and may give you advice, or turn you over to a charity or somebody that can help you. Please do not bury your head in the sand. It's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay alert. Things can go wrong. Men, things can go wrong. Don't always feel you're invincible. Don't think you're 16. Don't think you ain't getting old. Don't think time is not passing. Nobody on this earth is invincible. When disease or illness is coming to somebody, it has no prejudice. It will hit you. It has no prejudice. So please take care of yourself. These months that have been going and passing, people don't really see me. People don't really see what I'm doing, but I'm taking care of myself. I'm hibernating. I'm making sure I'm not going to be one of them people. Do you understand? As much as you might see me on the road and all of that, I make sure I'm taking care of myself. I don't pile up my plate too much. I'm not running on road too much. Do you understand? We only have one life, you know. Too much artists dying on tour buses, dying on tour, heart attacks, heart failure, cancer. Too many. Take the time out to breathe. Sit down on a beach, relax. Turn off your phone. Be at one with oneself. Take the time out, please. It's too much pressure. I understand the world pressure. Men. Women, you know, always, you know, they want a man that does this, a man can do that, a man can do that, a man can do this, a man that... Do you understand? The pressure is big on men. So men, we have to know what we're doing. And always make sure we're fit to be on this battlefield. Take the time out. Take the time. Don't run yourself down. Don't run yourself ragged to where your face is looking like a skeleton. To where you're coughing and there's blood on all of this thing and you're just thinking that it's all gonna be okay. Men, don't do it to yourself. Life is too short, and as much as you have the pressure, you're gonna leave even more pressure if you die and your family don't have you around. There's gonna be even more pressure. And nobody wants to pass away with that burden of their families not being looked after. Do you understand? Please take care and take love. Love yourself. Yeah? Love yourself. Take time out and look after yourselves. Eat some big food. Yeah, eat some big food. Go for a jog in the park. Go to your doctors. Make sure your heart is beating good. Yeah? That's my message to all of the men out there. Yeah? No matter what race or colour or creed you are. I know it was popular in the black community, but to men, full stop. Take better care of yourselves. Please. Anyway, separately from that, I will see you guys in Italy on the 5th of April at Sounds in the City in Naples. First thing to do for 2019. Separately from there, we're going on. So, sporadic. Like I said, I ain't killing myself. I'm not here to kill myself. I'm not here to whatever. I'm taking my time. And I'm following the examples. Do you understand? And I'm being the example. So, see you guys in April. Condolences to I Spy. Big sound man in the UK. I Spy, condolences. But please, men, don't make no more men have to die before you understand how to live life or how you can live life better. Take care of yourselves. Go to the doctors. Get a checkup. Get a checkup. There's nothing greater than a doctor telling you you're all good. There's no greater feeling than a doctor saying you're clear, you're good. A man for your age is fit. That's what we like to hear. Yeah? Thank you very much. One love to you all. Sorry I'm not going too much into the comments because it's not that kind of video. But one love to you all, and please pass the message on. I want to try and get more men looking after themselves, man, going doctors. So if you have a friend or somebody that you need to pass this video on to, please pass the video on. Like I said, Dennis Brown, cancer. Gregory Isaacs, cancer. Junior Delgado, cancer. Augustus Pablo, cancer. How much more? How much more do we need? Bob Marley, cancer. How many more? The examples and the possibilities are in front of us. We have to live our individual lives a lot better. We can't be smoking too much. You understand? If we're going to do that, we need to balance it out. It's about getting that balance. We need to balance it out if we're going to do that. We counteract the good and the bad. It's all about the balance in your life. Lifestyle, bruv. Anyway, people, I'm off. That's all I wanted to say. Please share the video. Men, go to your doctors. It's free in the UK. Gosh, get a doctor's appointment. Go get your checkup. Yeah? Thank you.